Hello and welcome to Driver's Therapy. In today's video, we're going to be talking about tires, specifically Michelin tires, and even more specifically, the Sport 4S and the Cup 2s. So if you're not familiar with Porsche brands, a quick review, their Porsche GT cars are track-specific cars. So Porsche developed these cars for the track enthusiasts, for individuals who want to go out and they really want to push these cars. These are the special models, and these cars were designed and they were fitted with certain parts to essentially accomplish that mission for track days. So essentially, this GT4 came with Cup 2s, and to give you a quick fun fact, the new GT2 RS came out with Cup 2 Rs, which is a whole different type of tire. And on top of that, they even came out with a Cup 2 Connect, which I was trying to read about. I was a little confused, but we're going to specifically be sticking to the regular Cup 2s in this discussion and the 4Ss. So as you know, whenever a car comes out, let's just say like a Koenigsberg or a Bugatti, which is designed to go like 250 or something crazy miles per hour, or your really special cars, a lot of owners who buy them are either going to track them or they're not. And I know that's a little bit sacrilege, because it's like, if you're buying a track car and you don't track it, why do you have it? But let's just be realistic. A lot of people do that. They just enjoy the car spiritedly, and they don't go to the track a lot. And if they do, it's not very often. And so they're not using the vehicle as it was intended to, but at the same time, they're having a good time on the road. And the reason why I say that is because when the car comes with Cup 2s are track-specific tires. And just to give you some information to help you understand how different they are from your regular tire, a Cup 2 has a treadwear indicator of 180. Now, the treadwear indicator or measurement was actually rolled out by the government to give consumers a way how to compare when they're shopping for tires, to see how long a tire will last as far as the tread. And to give you an example of the 4S, it has almost double. It has 300, almost double, 300 treadwear indicator compared to 180. So it almost lasts twice as long. So when owners bought the GT4 or GT3 or GT2 and they come with Cup 2s, they handle amazingly. Of course, they're not even considered summer tires, they're considered track tires. But the thing about it is, a lot of people really don't track their cars every day and they don't use them like that. It's just the truth. I know people are like, why would you get one and not do that? Well, a good example is, I live in Colorado in the western side, and there's not a track by me. It's about 4 or 5 hours away. But you know what I do have? I have canyons, I have mountains, and I have beautiful roads that don't have a lot of people. And I get to enjoy this car a lot and really get to have fun with it. But there's people who track these cars all the time, but you would be surprised how the Cup 2s are in this specific place where people pretty much always remove them. And let me tell you why. So the Sport 4S, for a person like me who loves the way that the GT4 was made, loves how Porsche makes their GT cars. They're aggressive, they sound amazing, they handle amazing, but essentially they rolled them out ready to go on a track. But the reason why people switch out to 4Ss is because they're a streetable tire. So much so that Michelin actually puts a warranty and a guarantee for up to 30,000 miles. Now, if you look at the Cup 2s, they have no warranty. There's no guarantee or anything like that. But when it comes to the 4Ss, you get a warranty, you get double the tread life, and you get a lot of performance. The crazy part about the 4S, you will see that under the description for the 4Ss, that they come with technology as far as drivability, reliability, and build that the Cup 2s don't have, like dynamic response technology. There's a total performance technology, gets 10% better tread life, deep rim protectors, variable contact patch 3.0, velvet sidewall, high-tech construction elements. But when you go to the Cup 2s, it's a very short paragraph of, this is just a track-oriented tire. So the crazy thing is that people are trying to drive their GT cars or their other high-performance cars with Cup 2s, and it's a harsher ride. And if you're not using it for the track, but you just want cup twos for daily use, you're getting half the life, and you don't get any type of technology as far as that you need for daily life, for the way that, you know, the roads are constructed and everything. So essentially, this is a high performance street tire. And I would go as far as say the 4S, I would go as far as saying that it's the highest sports performance street tire that you could put in a car, where you still have a mileage warranty for the treadwear, you still have high performance, you still have grip on dry and wet, and essentially you have a dampening field because of the tire is not so harsh. And essentially it's a compromise, but it's the best compromise for my lifestyle. Now you'd be assuming, well, if you track the car, cup twos all day. Well, technically not true. The best combination in the most experienced track enthusiasts actually don't do that. They just, it's one of those things where the 4S is the best high performance street tire, and then the Cup 2 is the best entry level track tire that's not a street tire, that is technically a track tire, but is the entry level track tire. And the reason why is, until you go into an R compound or until you go into a full racing tire, your you know, entry level track tire like a Cup 2 isn't really going to put any competition towards a real racing R compound tire. And so essentially what people do with these cars, and it's across the board, is when they go to the track, of course, if most of the people who could afford these GT cars, especially the GT2s and GT3s, they have an extra set of wheels, and those wheels usually have an R compound tire on it. And of course, if they have racing tires for the rain as well, if they're that serious, I'm not that serious, I'd be scared. But essentially, they don't even go to the Cup 2s. They typically might even run 4Ss, and then when they show up at the track, they'll remove those wheels and put on a wheel that's even more aggressive than the Cup 2s, so a racing compound. So I didn't want to spend too much time researching the Sport Cup 2Rs, because I'm assuming R is probably a racing compound. And when I read about it, apparently the Sport Cup 2Rs are for hypercars. And they were talking about that on the Sport Cup 2Rs, they were breaking records, track records across the world, which is crazy. So it's almost safe to say that if you were to go with an aftermarket wheel and tire setup, it looks like the Sport Cup 2Rs is a great idea. But essentially, a lot of people who are like myself, who maybe they want to drive their GT3 to work, because it's just, why not, right? Or you just want to drive it to Cars and Coffee, or you just want to run around. Yes, you could do it on Cup 2s, but A, you'd have to replace them way faster. B, if it rains, you could be in big trouble, just big trouble. And 3, it's very temperature reliant. Like with these tires, if you really needed to go somewhere, like in 40 or 50 degrees, you definitely won't want to push them, but you would probably be better off than the Cup 2s. I really thought this was interesting, because I always wondered why people remove their Cup 2s and put 4Ss. And you saw a lot of Cup 2s for sale. But then when you went to the track, you saw people with different tire and wheel packages that they put on, and they're usually a lot more aggressive. If I'm correct, a lot of the manufacturers, even Porsche and other ones, when you buy a new car, they come with Cup 2s. And it's probably one of those things where people will drive them until the Cup 2s wear out, and then they switch to 4S. But anytime you're on the road now and you see a high performance car, you most likely will see the 4S. And that's even what the description said in Discount Tire. And it's just because it's the most comparable, most, in my opinion, logical tire to run in your high performance car without going overboard, unless you're really tracking your car. And at that point in time, people do it the right way. And like I said, they have different tire and wheel packages. From a driver's standpoint, I'm gonna be honest with you, the 4Ss feel amazing. I've had this car for almost 2 years, and the treadwear has been great. I mean, I checked it out, and I still have some life. and they are pretty expensive. I would say about $450 to replace these each. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with this tire, and that's non-biased. Even though it's my car and I inherited these tires, I did not put these on. I love them because the car feels great. Even for, you know, a high performance car, it feels very comfortable, which is fantastic. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Love to hear your comments, and always welcome you to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and we welcome you to subscribe to be part of our crew. And you guys take care, and we will talk to you soon.